Hello again, Space Jelly here. Let's adjust that. The Space Jelly here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the McFarlane Toys DC versus Vampires Gold Label DC Multiverse Batman. That's the wrong way to put the title. DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys Gold Label DC versus Vampires Batman. There you go. So we're gonna start off with the height. Guessing he's going to be as tall as the Hush Batman. He is almost 7.5 inches, around 7.25 ish to the top of his ear, or 7.5 to the top of his ears, 7.25 to the top of his cowl or head. This would make him 19 centimeters to the top of his ears, about 18 to the top of his cowl, or 18.5. So he is pretty sizable. I already did this in the Joker comparison video, or the Joker video where I compared them. He's taller than the Joker, that's fine. He is obviously as tall as the Hush Batman because he is the exact same body. There is no differences except for the hands and head. Oops. Except for the hands and head. Here he is next to this other Batman figure. Batman Who Laughs. He's a bit shorter. Here he is next to Hush. This is the 2-pack one, I think. Where the Batman figure that we got was broken, his head was off. It's awesome. He's really short. I don't think that's the scale. To one of my favorite Batman figures ever released by McFarlane. Here we're gonna take a look at the Speeding Bullets Batman. And you can just tell with the sculpted detailing and proportions, you can see which one looks better, just more like a human being or like a superhero. This one is clearly much better. We're going to talk about that one when we get to it. And just for fun, here's my customized it was the DC, it was the dark multiverse thing, the death metal thing. This is the Batman or something. This figure is pretty tall. But we knew that when we got the Hush Batman. So, he's kind of out of scale. We're going to talk about the accessories. He does need a bit more light on him. He is dark. It's a very dark figure. So, we're going to do this. There you go. A bit more light. He is brown. He is pretty brown everywhere else than his cowl and the black parts on his body. The black is kind of a bluish black. The cape is all the exact same. I don't know if there's any shading like in the Hush Batman. I don't think it would be possible to even tell, but he looks really brown. I don't know if he's supposed to. I think he might be supposed to. He might supposed to look brown. The gloves are cool and shiny, but they're weird and greasy. I don't know, like when you touch them, there's like a residue on your hands. There's like oil excreting from this plastic, which is kind of, I don't know, I thought that was a relic of the past. I didn't think that figures really did that anymore. You can see the gloves being a satin or glossy finish. The rest being a pretty nice satin finish. This is a matte finish. The utility belt looks pretty cool. I think it's better painted than the actual Hush Batman because you don't see much bleed through it. And we're going to go into the head. Now, the main selling point of the Joker was that his head looked really good. This one's head looks... it looks decent. But I will bring up Batman's comic book, or Batman's photo. You can see it looks a bit like that. It looks a bit hyper realistic. This looks like the Hush Batman became a vampire. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be, or if they just decided to use this sculpt, but I don't know. I don't think it really matches as good as the Joker's does. But it's not too bad. Of course, it's not terrible. It still looks decent. The sculpted detail is good. He has cuts and blood all over him. His teeth are a little bit weird. The blood is not as shiny as I'd want it to be. It was nice and glossy on the Joker. Let me try to show you. Here's the Joker. You can see the blood actually looks a decent amount like blood. Kind of just looks like red lipstick. You can see like the smeared parts on the Joker's face. Does a good job in replicating blood. And he has blood on his hands, which are barely noticeable because of how dark he is. But if you look at it like I'm showing you right now, there is blood on his hands. Just like the Joker, I would want him to have more blood all over him, but whatever. For aesthetics, I'll give him a... I don't know, this body is not too terrible, but it looks... The lower legs and the shoulders being so low, and the weird torso piece. I don't know why they would give him asymmetrical abs. This is a comic book character, not a real character. I'll give it a 6.5. Can't go any higher than that. For accessories, he came with the card showing the artwork that I just showed you. He came with a display stand, and he came with this. Now, I want to talk about this. This axe looks pretty nice. You can see the painted detail is really nice. It's shiny. It's already messing with the camera. That's kind of cool. The handle looks pretty nice too. Even though it's not painted, you can see the textures, and the handle makes it look like the wraps around it are painted. And also the point here is pretty cool, but be careful. This is actually a surprisingly rigid plastic for a McFarlane Toys accessory. This end here is painted. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I actually like this accessory. But that's all he came with. No fist hands, nothing. So if I like the accessory, I'll give it like a 5 out of 10. It's a pretty good accessory. So now on to articulation. So he has the neck joint, no head joint. This neck joint does work pretty good though, especially on this Hush Batman. I don't know about looking up. He looks down pretty nicely though, and I think looking down and to the side is what you need for this particular Batman. His skin is really dark. Whatever. He has shoulder joints and a shoulder blade joint. It's a ball peg connecting into the chest. Kind of rotates a little bit. Goes up, rotation. We've seen this all before. Bicep swivel, double jointed knees again. I said that again. Oof. Let's try to bend that, okay. Double jointed elbows do work. I think these are reused joints from the Superman. The infected Superman. I don't know if you can see this, but the joints are kind of discolored from the figure. I think you can kind of see it on the knees. They're lighter gray than the rest. He has ball jointed hands, normal. His ab crunch leans forward a little bit, not enough. This is a vampire Batman. I would like him to crouch down more. Arcs back a little bit, not the best. Let's do this. The leg goes forward and out. Not very good. Goes back really far. Full splits. Thigh swivel's good. Ugh, okay. Double jointed knees, the legs are way out of proportion, as you can see. The lower legs are way too long. Oof. Okay. Ankles are on ball joints. Up, down. Pretty nice range on this, but good luck getting him to stand. He has really ratchet ankles. And a toe joint, so the articulation is decent on this figure. There's a few bad points, like him not being able to look up, and the shoulder blades and the torso, and also the legs kicking out. So he's not the absolute best with articulation, but he does have points there, and I think you could get him into enough poses. So, what was that? I think I do. I'll just redo it. 3, 4, 5.5 for accessories, or 5 for accessories. 6.5 for presentation. I'll give it like a 7. Articulation, that'll make it like 14, 15, 16, he's 20. There you go, 20 out of 30. So that's a pretty good. That's a passing grade. So it's an okay figure. I'm sure that if you want it, you'll be able to. You would enjoy having this figure. And also, again, thanks for watching. This liking, commenting, and subscribing. All feedback is welcome. Check out the Patreon. Also, make sure to check out our tipping options. We would appreciate all the money that will be donated, and we'll be able to use it for better equipment and better action figures to review. And we're also going to be giving away this figure. So this figure and this Joker, we're going to be doing a free giveaway on the channel for both of these figures. So stay tuned, find out to stay tuned, and we're going to figure out what to do with them. We're going to give them away. So stay tuned if you want to be eligible to win them. You might be able to win both of these figures, because we're going to give both of them away at the same time. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.